"A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies," said Jojen. "The man who never reads lives only one life." This quote is a part of A Dance with Dragons from George R.R. Martin. This shows us the importance of reading. Good afternoon, honorable judges, teachers, and fellow students. My name is Angelina. My favorite book is The Storybook of Legends. It was written by Shannon Hale, who was one of New York Times best-selling authors. It is an enjoyable and interesting adventure story of a girl who didn't want to be evil like her mother. One of the reasons I liked this novel was because this book included magic and fantasy, which I really take pleasure in reading in novels. The brilliant setting of this story is an ever-after high academy, an enchanted academy where fairy tale characters children learn and study magic and princessology. The characters of this novel are Raven Queen, who was the evil queen's daughter, and Applewhite, who was Snow White's daughter. The time of this novel is near Legacy Day, which is the day when second-grade students write their signature in the magical storybook, The Storybook of Legends, and in doing so, promise to follow their parents' destiny. Besides being captivated with the impressive characters and splendid setting, the chief reason I like this book is because of the plot of the story. Raven Queen was a second-grade student, so she had to sign the Storybook of Legends. The problem is she did not want to sign the book because she did not want to be as wicked as her mom, the evil queen. She finds out that Bella and her sister, two of the fairy tale characters, did not sign the Storybook of Legends. After Raven and Apple go on an adventure to find out more about what would happen if Raven does not sign the book by searching for Bella and her sister, they finally learn that they can choose their futures and not shadow in the footsteps of their parents. Being able to relate to the Storybook of Legends is another reason it is my favorite book up to now. On March 17, 2016, I went to play paintball with my friends. I got hit on my leg by a paintball from someone on the opposing team. The strong hit left a bruise on my leg. My leg really hurt, so I stopped playing paintball. This is the day my homestay mom bought me the Storybook of Legends. I felt less pain because the book helped me forget about the pain. The main point here is this book taught me a lesson. One day, my classmates and I planned to do acting. I had a part that I didn't want to do. Raven had a similar situation as me. She told others about it and tried to solve her problem. Her behavior told me that I have to communicate and try my best to solve my problems. In a nutshell, The Storybook of Legends is my favorite book up until now because it taught me a life lesson. Walt Disney said there are more treasures in books than in all the pirates' loot on Treasure Island. The treasure mentioned in this quote means a lesson. This book taught me a life lesson that I have to communicate and try my best to solve my problems. If my friends ask, I would recommend this book, The Storybook of Legends, because it was enjoyable, captivating, and because of the life lessons it taught me to solve my problems, to communicate, and to try my best.
You eat breakfast every morning? You know it can be annoying, but breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Your body has been sleeping all night. That is as much as 9 hours with zero nutritional intake. So eating breakfast can help start your morning. Also, it gives you energy and the chance to study. You can focus on your schoolwork because you will not feel hungry while you're learning. According to a recent study of American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, people who ate breakfast were more physically active during the morning than those who weren't. In general, kids and teens who eat breakfast eat healthier throughout the day. So if you often skip breakfast, It will disrupt your body's rhythm of fasting and eating, so you will eat too much at lunch or dinner. In research, people who eat breakfast are less likely to be overweight. If you skip breakfast, you're more likely to eat high sugar and fatty snacks mid-morning. Another interesting fact for women who skip breakfast is they have a higher risk of getting diabetes. Women who eat breakfast 0 to 6 times per week are at a higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes than women who eat breakfast every day. Eating breakfast is also connected with lower incidence of heart disease in men between ages 45 and 82. The study also found that skipping breakfast was associated with hypertension, insulin resistance, and elevated blood sugar levels. A 2005 Journal of the American Diabetic Association reviewed 47 breakfast-related studies found that eating breakfast can help memorizing facts for tests. I think breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Healthy breakfast have many health benefits. You can be more active during the morning. You can get better scores on exams. But if you make it a habit to skip breakfast, it'll really affect your body and encourage health issues such as diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. Are you going to still not eat your breakfast? I don't think so. Eat your breakfast and do your body a favor. Thank you.
In 1978, the very first PC Summer and Winter Games for 12 to 14 years old took place. The PC Games were originally a vision of Premier W.R. Bennett, who believed in providing an opportunity to bring all part of PC together, small and large communities, in the spirit of sport and friendship. Established in 1977 by the provincial government under the Societies Act, the original mandate of the PC Summer and Winter Games Society was to provide an opportunity for young British Columbians to compete in an organized sport festival that promoted first, physical fitness, second, individual achievement, and third, community pride. Good afternoon. My name is Jackie Kim. In March of this year, I got to be a spectator of Penticton BC Winter Games. I went with my homestay family as my sister was competing in ringette. Today, I'm going to tell you about my exciting experience. There were many sport events like ringette, speed skating, alpine skiing, and judo. Did you ever go to the BC Winter Games opening ceremonies? It was loud. I thought my ears would pop. There were dancing and singing. The best though was watching the athletes coming on the stage. I watched a lot of games. It was pretty fun. I went to the rink at least 25 times. There was so much excitement among the players. My homestay sister played for Fraser Valley Maple Ridge team. They were fourth and they didn't receive any medal. I think they tried their best. I'm happy I was able to experience a kind of Olympics for 12 to 14 years old children. One of the highlights was at the end of the game, an award called W.R. Bennett Award that was given out to one athlete was considered the MVP of the tournament. Another cool thing is at these games, there are also events for students with special needs called parasports. I think it is cool because nobody gets left out. If you get a chance, go to the BC Games. The summer BC Games are in nearby Abbotsford, July 21st to 24th. I recommend that you go. Thank you.
A dog is the only thing on earth that loves you more than he loves himself. This is what Josh Billings said from DocTimes.com. Good afternoon, honorable judges, teachers, parents, and fellow students. My name is Angelina. Do you like dogs? I do. I have 2 dogs in 2 different countries. The important similarity of these 2 dogs are they are affectionate. They have other likenesses and numerous unique differences. My first dog, and the one I have known the longest, lives at my home in Korea. Her name is Cream. I named her Cream because her fur color is white. She is a Maltese. According to Wikipedia, Maltese is a small breed of dog in the toy group. This class is generally understood to come from Mediterranean island, nation of Malta. Cream's fur is white. Her fur is short, and she is 2.8 kilograms. Also, her eyes are big, and her nose color is black. My Korean canine has 3 basic characteristics. First, she is friendly. She never gets afraid of other people. She will always run toward them. Next, another great quality of my Korean pet is she is quiet. She doesn't bark a lot. She often plays with her toys or sleeps. Well, she's almost always quiet. She often whines at me to lift her up. Along with my Korean full-leg critter, with some great qualities, she has some likes and dislikes. She likes to get out of the apartment and go for a walk and run around. She also likes snacks such as dried meats and cookies. When I try to give her a snack, she whines and barks at me to give her a snack. In addition, I give her a snack to make her happy. Lastly, she likes to play with her toys. Her favorite toy is her tiny teddy bear toy. However, if I try to play with her and take her toy, she growls and barks at me. My dog really dislikes being alone and hates loud sounds. When she hears loud noises, she hides in her cave. Even though Cream hurts me sometimes, I really miss and love my dog Cream. I miss my dog Cream, but as I already said before, I have 2 dogs in 2 countries. I also have a Canadian Homesy dog by the name of Jasper. His is a Vizsla. Wikipedia says Vizslas are sporting dogs and loyal companions, in addition to being the smallest all-round pointer retriever breeds. Jasper has short brown fur. He is about 12 kilograms and his ears are long and big. He is outgoing, energetic, and gentle. He barks when he sees new people, but he doesn't bite or make scars. My Canadian Homesy dog is a running dog. He runs extremely fast and is incredibly active. When I first came to my homestay, Jasper jumped on me and chased me extremely fast. Lastly, he is gentle. He waits calmly when me and my homestay parents are eating dinner. There is something he enjoys and other things he can't stand. He likes to run with my homestay dad when he goes for a walk. Jasper also likes receiving snacks such as dried sweet potatoes. He gets treats when he is good at tricks, and my homestay parents gives him treats. Jasper can stand strange, piercing sounds such as vacuum cleaner and knocking sounds. When he hears that sound, he barks and runs around my house.
I am fortunate to have two dogs in two different parts of the world that love me, even though they have distinct behaviors. First, their sizes are different. For instance, Prim is tiny and Jasper is sizable. Next, they are afraid of strange and big sounds. Lastly, they are both outgoing and fast. I love both my homestay dog Jasper and my Korean dog Prim, and they equally love me. I agree with Gilda Radner, who said, I think the dogs are the most amazing creatures. They give unconditional love. For me, they are role models to being alive. And Myra Grant, who said, there is nothing truer than a love of a good dog. I get to enjoy the best of two, partly due to Cream and Jasper.
Can you imagine coming to another country, speaking another language, and living with another family? I think if I didn't have the experience, I could never imagine living this different life. Hello, honorable judges, teachers, parents, and fellow students. My name is Luke Park. Today, I'm going to talk about the differences between living in Canada and Korea based on my experiences in the two countries. The biggest difference is the guardians. In Korea, my parents take care of me and I stay with them almost all the time. So, my parents are my protectors in Korea. On the other hand, my academy teacher and my homestay parents are my guardians in Canada. This caused a huge difference in my life. Spending money is the biggest difference with the guardians. In Korea, my parents give me a specific amount of money and I get to use that money wherever I want, and they buy me things that I need. There is some issues about spending money in Canada. Sometimes it is easy to get what I need, but most of the time it is hard because I need to get permission from my academy teacher and I need to ask my homestay to take me to the places where I can get it. Spending money isn't the only difference with the guardians. The guardian's home, the place where I live, is also different. Living in a different culture can sometimes be hard, but it is very good chance to learn a different culture, and it is also good for improving my English skill. However, in Korea, I stay with my parents, but in Canada, I stay with my homestay. Life in Canada is also different on the weekend. In Korea, me and my parents go out and we are more active than during the week. On the other hand, in Canada, we relax and stay home instead of going out. Do you prefer using limited options to do something, or do you prefer using many ways to do something? Actually, Korean schools and Canadian schools have very different ways for education. Korean school gives us limited options when we have a test or a project in school. The Canadian way is different. They give us many ways when we have a test or something to do in school. The important thing about the variation is the use of electronic devices. In my home country, we aren't familiar with them as a learning tool, but here we are. They let us use internet and devices as learning tools. In my opinion, I prefer the way in Canada. The overall difference between Canada and Korea is the freedom in school. Both educational systems have liberty in different ways. In my home country, Students can choose what they want at recess time, but not during the class time. Students can choose either go out for an activity or to stay inside, read, or do something quiet. I think both have good points. The differences between Canada and Korea is the guardians, the place where I live, weekend time, and the contrast of the educational system at school. I'm enjoying both of my life, and I would love to have more experiences like these. Thank you.
Good afternoon, honorable judges, teachers, and fellow students. My name is Megan Liu. One day, one of the friends in my class shouted, "Did you see the movie called Minions? I saw it on the weekend and it was extremely fun and the minions were cute." At that time, I didn't know what minions were. The next day, my best friends were talking about the movie. I wanted to join the conversation. Then, I saw the Minions movie and really liked it. Who is the author of the Minions? What is the movie about? The author of the Minions is Kaya Bada. The movie talks about how the Minions existed a long time before dinosaurs existed. They love bananas. They follow their owner well, but one day they started having many troubles with their owner, so they decided to go and find the famous scoundrel to follow. If you're wondering what scoundrel means, it means a mean or wicked person. The minions found the scoundrel, who was a woman named Scarlet. The minions came close to her. One day, Scarlet wanted to steal the queen's space, so the minions tried to help her. During the time the minions were helping her, one of the minions became a king. Scarlet felt betrayed by the minions, so she argued with the minions. In the end, the minions gave the queen's space to Scarlet. Finally, a new scoundrel besides Scarlet appeared, and the minions decided to respect that new scoundrel. The minions have a unique look. They are yellow with an oval body shape. Some have just one eye and some have two eyes. In my opinion, minions with one eye are cuter than minions with two eyes. When I saw the minions for the first time, I felt a bit weirded out about the minions having only one eye. My friends had same thoughts as mine. However, as I kept watching, I decided those with one eye were adorable. Whether they are one-eyed or two-eyed, their eyes are big. Their legs are shorter than their arms. They wear blue overalls and glasses that seem like binoculars or goggles. Some have only a bit of hair and some have a lot of hair because there are many different sorts of minions. Hair is kind of funny and it is one of the symbols of the minions. Are you curious why I like minions? First of all, they are adorably cute, especially their tiny, globular shape and chubby bodies. I also like that they are bright yellow as it makes them unique. The major reason I like these little minions is because they have spirited and merry personalities. They always have lots of energy, and everything they do with enthusiasm. Honestly, when I am depressed or sad, I just have to look at those small minions and a smile is on my face in seconds. Now you can see why I and many others like the minions. They are cute and lovable and they sing and speak many languages. One of the famous Minions song is called Banana Song because they love bananas.
The languages you might hear the minions speak are Spanish, English, French, and Italian, with additional elements of Russian and even Korean. The minions are my favorite character. The minions are very cute and have lots of energy. Do you like minions like me? Thank you for listening.